Larry, Fort Worth Memories Museum and Groups. That camera doesn't look too good. And YouTube at Fort Worth Memories. I'm going to see if I can. Scott was over here Saturday and there we are. I can do that. Tell everybody good morning. And we're going to share it to the internet and share it to okay, we're starting early again today. To stay out of the heat. So we can do our sponsors, which is Tri-State Dent. They do all the door dings, hail damage, minor dents. Fort Worth Florist. They've sent flowers all over the planet for us. All the Blue Mound Cafes are sponsors. Boom Bomb is our remodeling sponsor. David Hart Painting is our paint sponsor. Stinger's Bar and Grill, besides Blue Mound Cafes, their sports bar is a sponsor on Memories. Grateful for Your Trees is Richard Carr's nephew, Dickie Carr. Dickie Carr Sand and Gravel. If you're in the building business and you need a whole bunch of sand, that's who you need to call. Swartz and Hanson are our architectural firm. Rockwood Go-Karts and Mini Golf are sponsors. State Farm Insurance, Jenny Stewart. Dub Peacock's A-Bird AC and Heating. Old South Pancake Houses, 2 locations. The one on University is open 24/7. The one in Burleson opens early and closes late. Coburn's Catering, 3rd generation caterers, started in 1946. Winstead Paint and Body, they're on White Settlement Road, 1 block west of Roberts Cutoff. Optimist Club of Fort Worth, they are an international organization and they do lots of great stuff for youth, both boys and girls. Fort Worth Lumber is down on I-35 South. It's a huge complex. If you need building materials, plans, anything like that, that's where you need to go. If you just want to go down there and bounce some ideas off of somebody that's knowledgeable, that would be the place to do it. K Ranch Roofing, Jorge Hernandez has been our roofing sponsor for over 2 years. So if you don't know if you've got roof damage, call K Ranch Roofing and Bree, the office manager, will set you up a appointment, and then they'll come out and tell you, and they don't charge for that. Also, with your heat and air unit, Dove Peacock, they can send somebody out. If you hadn't had that unit checked in years, like I hadn't, and most of y'all, it's $95 for them to come out and take a look. Cross Electric, Brandon Cross. They do commercial and residential. Phelps Family Auto Care. They are in the Burleson area. Stroud Auto Supply. It's very rare you see a independent auto supply go head to head with AutoZone and O'Reilly's and all of them. Varghese Somerset, they are our legal sponsors. Now they'll write a will for you, they'll sue somebody for you, or if you're getting sued, they'll defend you. Murder charge, capital murder, they do that too. Tiffany Burks and Christy Jack are two of the good attorneys. There's about 30 good ones over there. Termite King Pest Control. Brad has got all kinds of plans, and he can come out and look your deal over, and y'all can decide if you need pest control service every month, every 6 months, once a year. All you got to do is call. Joseph is in, Marilyn is in. Rex's Bar and Grill is in the old Macaroni Grill over on University, same parking lot as Old South. We had our birthday party there 5 or 6 weeks ago. That place is fantastic. Royal Flush Plumbing. Royal Flush Plumbing. They are our plumbing expert and sponsor. Heart Painting, I've already said. Tri-State Dent, I've already said. Eric Walsh is in the real estate and development business. He's also on the board of directors at Larry's Kids. Dana Lang. Dana sells Cowtown. She's in the real estate business. Let me get my writing pen here. One of our newest sponsor is Melinda Hicks. She's got that patch. If you haven't seen the patch, you need to look at it. Her information is, I post her website all the time, Melinda Hicks. That's all of our sponsors. We need a dentist. We need a automotive mechanic shop in Fort Worth. If I haven't mentioned the type of business you're in, we need you. We've got 131,000 active members just on the big group. My total reach is well over 200,000. Okay, it's early, I understand, but I had to start early because we've got cars that'll be here shortly, and we're going to start early. Hold on just a sec, let me open this door. Okay, what's going on in the news? I don't have a clue. I like to look at that news break, see what they have to say. Okay. Well, I don't know how you get it off of these ads they got running here. Fort Worth community mourns father who was shot and killed by a local country singer. We already talked about that one. I guess the commissioners county commissioners or somebody's fixing to start looking at some substandard properties. Well, they're all over Hillary Clinton now. I wonder what that deal is. The ICE holds a major hiring event in Arlington to staff expansion. One of Sanders' kids got cut from Tampa Bay, Shiloh Sanders. I don't think those kids are doing as good as they thought. No, there's not a lot going on. It's going to be about 94. Today. Body found on Eagle Mountain Lake. What was that? Yesterday afternoon, 50-year-old father. He had 2 kids with him, and Eagle Mountain Lake Patrol rescued the 2 kids who were screaming in the water and floating. They hadn't identified. Oh, wait a minute. Jimmy, Chalkong. Don't know how you pronounce that. Fort Worth ISD trustees approved $48.2 million in spending in June. Okay, so that's our part of the news. Don't know where we're going to eat yet. Fred's Texas was packed. It was packed. It was good. That burger was $7 for the burger and fries, and it all went to the Tarrant Area Food Bank. Okay, so I've got a car that's going to be here in about 20 minutes, or by 7. It's going to be about, I think, 93 or 4. Not that hot. Let's see what other cameras you got working. I guess that's the only one. No, there's another camera. That's on the front door. That's this one. This one didn't work. We're looking for new cameras. Oh no, wait a minute, that does work. Now it's frozen. Yeah. Frozen. Try it again. No, they freeze up. I don't know what the deal. Cheap cameras, that's what they are. They're cheap. I don't know, how many days is it now till December 1? How many days till December 1st? 98 days. Tom Reynolds and his wife came by Saturday and brought 2 bikes, and they're gonna bring more, he said. What's going on with that? They pledged 6 and they brought 2 of the 6. And they're here. I'm looking at them. One's a 26 and one's a 24. That's the sizes we need. And I think he said they were $98. Walmart. Posted a picture of them. Saturday or yesterday. Guess I ought to get that camera back on. Yeah. So anyway, it will be warm this week. I don't think originally there was some rain in the forecast for Tuesday or Wednesday, but that's gone now. So we need bikes, toys, or money. You can make a donation year-round to larryskids.com. The app, it takes Apple about a month or so to launch it. I think we've submitted it to be launched. So what will happen when you go on that app is, let me look at it. It's got several different things that you can select from. Let me find one of them. Okay, it says once you get the app, then you can select our Facebook groups. That's all of the Facebook groups. YouTube, Larry's Lives on YouTube. Then the third one is our sponsors. Then you drop down. Number 4 is restaurants. Number 5 is attractions. Number 6 is historic. 7 is coupons, current offers. 8 is Fort Worth Memories Museum. 9 is Larry's Kids. 10 is Guess the Score. So that's going to be a neat app. So I don't know how Scott will have to explain to y'all. I think then you'll get, I don't know if you'll get a notification how that deal will work. I don't know. We'll have to ask the genius. Anyway, we're making progress over here. Which is what we all need to be doing. I'm going to go open that other side up here in a minute. It's almost 6:30. Please use our sponsors. They help keep this thing together like y'all do. Trump vows more crime crackdowns. SpaceX launch is scrubbed. So do they actually have the troops in Washington and Chicago? Is that the deal? I think that's the deal. Hold on and I'll tell you. Or if it'll tell me, I don't know if it'll tell me. I thought I had the news channels on here, but I guess I do. There's channel 5. Oh yeah, somebody did send me a deal saying if you turn in a illegal immigrant, you get a $7,000 reward. That's going to cause some animosity. It's what it said on the news. I saw it yesterday. What is what? That, the old Ellis Pecan building, I don't know. I mean, I went over to Coburn's Catering on North Main the other day and met with Steve. And when I drove by, if they're going to make that into a museum, I think it'd be a lot cheaper to bulldoze it and start over. The windows are all out. The roof is gone. The bricks are falling off. It's kind of like if the guy that owns the Heron Castle would ever decide to fix it up, he'd be better rebuilding it. Well, the Rangers came back and swept whoever. And so, but they're actually still 4.5 or 5 games out of the wild card. So they're just going to have to get on a streak and stay on it if they're going to do anything. Do the Texas Rangers have a chance to be a wild card team? Yes, the Rangers still have a chance. They're diminishing. 5.5 games out, but they won yesterday, so they won 2, so they might only be, so their odds are 16.2%. What are the odds the Cowboys will get to the Super Bowl? That's going to be slim and low. .9%. You're almost got a better shot of getting struck by lightning. Okay, so Tom Reynolds and his wife brought 2 bikes. I posted their picture. So when you bring bikes or donation or whatever, be sure and let me make your photo with the backdrop of Larry's kids. These 2 bikes are really neat. One of them's a 26 and one's 24. Tom told me they were $98 at Walmart, and they pledged 6 bikes, so there's 4 more coming from them. That's the way to do it. Buy a couple, wait 30 or 40 days, buy a couple of more. We got 98 days till December 1st. We need to be pretty much getting close by December 1st. We raised, anybody that wants to come by here, the profit and loss statement's right here. We raised $77,916.85. We spent $58,970 on bikes. The event expense was $2,615, which a big part of that was $1,120 for those balloons. Then we paid the police. There's nobody gets a check out of this deal. The Squarespace processing was $79.77. Insurance was $176. That's awful cheap. I paid it one year. It was $600 or $700. So that left us a net assets in the bank as of August 18th. We had $15,416.08. And at that point, between that little mini board meeting we had, we went ahead and approved Lindsay, our comptroller, to buy 500 helmets, which are around $4 a piece. So that's what 2,000 comes off that. But we'll already have 500 helmets. The nonprofit's going to buy 1,000 bikes and 1,000 helmets. So that means I need 400 bikes out of y'all. Don't buy any helmets. We got the helmets. Toys. You can buy toys. Spend $200, buy a bike for $100 and $100 worth of toys. What age? All ages. Little tax to teenagers. That's like every year we always have a lot of these little bikes at the very end. We need big bikes. 24s, 26s. They're the same price. Go get them. If you say, well, I can't get them in my car, go on larryskids.com and make a donation. You can do that 365 days a year. 3 o'clock in the morning. Who is the special guest this year? Same as every year, the kids. It's all about the kids, people. This isn't about me, you, the mayors, the city council members, the business owners. It's about the kids. That's all that it's about. This is the 39th year. Already given away $1 million worth of new bikes. What? Oh, Farrington Field, December 13th. Volunteers, yes, need to be there by 6 a.m. We try to get the gates open by 6:30 in the morning. Sometimes we don't hit 6:30, but we're close. We're done. Everybody will be back home by lunch. We're done by 10:30 or 10:45. Clean up what little mess there is in the parking lot, load up, and go home. High today is going to be 97. When will the Fort Worth Memories app launch? It's being submitted to Apple this week, so if it was an Android app, it would launch in a couple of weeks. Apple takes a month or a month and a half. Yeah, it's going to be a great app. You can do everything from that app that has to do with memories, me, the whatever. I am the brand. Yes. Brittany's not on yet, so I don't know. I think. When are y'all going to start? September 15th. Okay. Well, you already owe some backs. So, Brittany, if you're going to listen, Cleburne's going to start September 15th. That's good. We need bikes. Last year, you gave way over 50. Just asking a question, one bike at a time, sometimes 2 bikes. But look at all the history y'all learned. Yes, and we appreciate it. So we need 400 bikes and lots of toys out of John Q. Public. That's y'all. No, Brittany is here. Cleveland owns 3 already. You owe 3 already. So they're gonna start on the 15th, which is what, 22 days or something. That'll be good. September 15th to October, November. We'll be able to get 50 out of y'all. Y'all start saving your nickels and dimes. So we've got two groups that are on the Q&A deal. What's the other group? How many do they owe? I thought one of them owed 5 already. We've already got 50. The detail area is already full. Brittany will look it up. I hope I haven't upset them. All the questions they ask are out of Fort Worth or Tarrant County. I've gone along with it, but they need to limit their questions to Tarrant County. Y'all can volunteer. Y'all said you were going to volunteer at least 2 times, I know, but I've never seen you unless y'all showed up. And that morning I'm not thinking about nothing but getting cars down the lines and getting bikes and toys in those cars and trucks. And surprisingly, it's not a madhouse. We have a lot of fun, a lot of volunteers. We don't see color, we don't see politics, sexual orientation, none of that. Saturday, December 13th is the kids. That's the kids' day. Then when y'all leave there, you can resume your whatever. I'm waiting on Brad Barnes' wife to bring her vehicle. I've done all of the stock show presidents except for, I've done a car for Matt, but I did Bob Watt Sr., Bob Watt Jr., and Brad Barnes, and now Matt. Good guys. Oh, Bob Watt Sr., boy, now he was a pistol. I was downtown next to the Firestone, and he drove station wagons. He had trucks too, I think, but he brought me a car, and I took him back down to the stock show, and it had started first week or something. And I said, Mr. Watt, this thing don't have the sticker to get in the gate. And he said, Larry, you bring that thing to #1 guard shack. I did. Hispanic cop said, hey, get that car out of line. You can't. I said, wait a minute. This belongs to Bob Watt. He runs this thing. He said, I don't care who it is. Get it out of line. I went back to the office and called the office, and that Hispanic cop walked up the hill about an hour later, and I said, I guess you figured out who he was. He said, they told me to come get this damn station wagon, come back and punch out, and don't come back. So, but Mr. Watt was a good guy. He also owned all the taxi cab companies in Fort Worth. And Eamon wanted him to be the president of the stock show, or the head of the stock show. So they sold his cab companies. Okay, boys and girls, I got to get out here and get started. I will see y'all on the first break.